It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap
between the Washington Commanders
and the Los Angeles Chargers. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now Wentz on third down.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
DeAndre Carter back deep. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now it's Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Now Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
On 1st down, Wentz.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. Got his target, Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To throw, it's Wentz.
Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz able to find Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 1 yard is the gain. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On first down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Working with a 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He juked him, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The fullback dive held up short. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Wentz. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wentz.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Herbert now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple. Herbert got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. It's Eckler again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, I think we've just become accustomed to thinking fade in the end zone, but here they're showing it doesn't have to be down near the goal line.
No, it can be effective on any part of the field, provided you give yourself enough space to do exactly what you said. Fade towards the sideline and away from a defender, and if you get a well-thrown ball, you've got a successful play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's third down and 2. Wentz to throw again. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Wentz now on first down. Complete, it's Dotson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now it's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Herbert throwing again.
Allen's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They give it off here to the tight end. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A handoff for Gibson. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here comes Carter. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Now the Commanders' offense set to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Play action. Now Wentz.
And he finds McLaurin.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, Gibson.
A little juke.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to, and the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
They fake the give. Now Wentz.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10.
Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. To throw, it's Wentz. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Austin Johnson gets the sack defensively.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Sly able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Washington on 3rd down.
They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Let's go.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
They can't be straight to the whistle. Bring it! Bring it! That's right, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Stay loose. Stay loose. Let's go, baby.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down by 12. A little under a minute to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Herbert gonna throw. He's got Eckler. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Herbert to throw. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.